ground, peasant climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered. I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after a new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi my city, you probably wouldn't make it. Oh yeah, really.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fields going to throw right away. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force now down, and there he can hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Allen goes for 24 yards. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so third down coming in.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge to make sure Nevin could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fields finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 yards there, just like last play. First and goal from the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Second down and goal. Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them to go for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now Fields on third and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Mariota. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The Falcons at 3-7 now in the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Mariota. 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And it'll be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 Lima. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. That's caught by Penny. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fields on first down. They set up the screen to Penny. Touchdown Bears! Rashad Penny, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And this is... Characteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from the guys taking really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this. Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Bears 28, Falcons nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. After the pick 6 a moment ago, here's Mills again. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. It's Edwards again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. A first down throw for Mills. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and they will remain well behind. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mills to throw it. Another completion right back to Patterson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Mills again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
A 2nd down throw for Mills. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down Bears.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
They went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got a man. It's Berkshire, the tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Patterson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm sure the messages that come out onto the field is, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
That would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. His throw incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. On first down, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Inside handoff, Penny. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Dominique Robinson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now on 2nd and 16, Mills. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Third and long for Mills. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
A handoff to Penny, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. From the 50, here's Fields. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yard.